morning, everyone. Welcome into Geeks and Gamers Daily. I am your overly enthusiastic host, Jeremy, and I am joined by the most positive man on the internet, Ryan Kennel. What's up?
Not much. Christmas is almost here.
It's almost here.
Which is crazy. We're only a couple days away. You're certainly all decked out.
Yeah, man. I like rocking the Christmas hat and the fact that I was up too late playing fucking video games, losing to Beardo, but at least I'm hiding my puffy morning eyes because I am tired as shit. This is why I haven't played video games in weeks, because when I play them, I stay up all night, I talk a lot of shit, and I lose. So that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I feel like it's a self-control issue.
Yeah, well,
you can just play like 2 hours.
I do enough self-control with other aspects of my life. Video games ain't one of them. So, so you got to have some flaws somewhere, right? But yeah, I'm pretty fucking
Yeah, that's
tired.
the only one. Yeah.
That's the only one, man. That's it. So,
everyone has a weakness, you know.
That's right. That's right. Mine is video games and talking shit. But we did have fun. It was a lot of fun. We had, I think, 6 1v1 matches when it's all said and done. And we I put money on, or put memberships on the line, a lot of gifted memberships, and the match that mattered tied at 11. It ended in a fucking tie. So then we had to run it again, and then he won by 2 on the last one. So it was literally a pissing match, dude. Me and you would have the same type of match as me and Beardo had.
What?
Same fucking kill, get killed, kill it, even as fuck, inconsistent. You know what I mean? Like, because you're the same type of Call of Duty players. Me, although I would be interested to know how me and you would have a 1v1, because we play literally the same way. It's run and gun, no bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's no strategy involved.
No,
I'm just running out, and if I see somebody, I shoot.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
And someone sees me, and I get shot. That's pretty much how it works. My favorite thing about Call of Duty Black Ops, I don't know if this is new to Black Ops or they did it before, is that you no longer have the kill death ratio. It's eliminations death, and now any assists are also eliminations. So yes. I feel way better about myself with that. So yes, thank you, Call of Duty, for listening to me bitching about assists for 20 years or whatever.
That's pretty much it. That's all they did is listen to Ryan. So. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Chat had fun, and congrats to Beardo. He won. So, Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Suck it, says Brandon Dudley.
Thanks, Brandon.
I
agree with you.
But
second part, maybe to Jeremy.
You actually saw Sonic 3, as did I. So we get to talk about that. Have you seen Mufasa?
No, I have not.
Are you going to see Mufasa?
No, I have no interest.
Yeah, I'm really glad this movie's tanking, dude. I mean, fuck Disney, straight to hell. I'm so glad that this is happening, and it's a pretty embarrassing situation for them, and how badly Sonic is not only just. I'm sure you saw the tweet. You know.
Oh yeah, I've got it
noted. Yeah. Oh gosh, it's glorious. But yeah, I'm really happy that Sonic 3 is doing well. We're gonna talk more about that for sure. And let's see here. Where are we at? Rabbit says, last night's COD reminded me of Uche versus Ripa. Beardo spit in that butt. Well, the difference is mine and Beardo's was competitive.
Yeah, that was a stomping.
Uche Ripa was not competitive at all. It was not competitive.
That was crazy, dude. And remember, like, Uche got killed like 7 straight times, and he killed Ripa once and started fucking teabagging him.
Yeah.
When he was down 8-2 or something.
It was bad. And Rabbit said, how about that 500 you owe Bear? I dropped all the gifted memberships, motherfucker. Can you not count?
Started handing them out to random people.
50 gifted membership or 100 gifted memberships.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
I thought you meant 500 gifted memberships. Like, Jesus.
No. $500 though is what it was. So Tobias says, I'm stuck at work feeling like absolute shit with some kind of virus, maybe flu, and I'm in the non-stop coughing phase, but can't miss work, have to look good and not take a day off. F this day. Ryan has a lot of sympathy for you.
It's true. You know who I don't have a lot of sympathy for? It's Dupe. So you're happy people are losing money and a film is failing? You're a horrible human. This channel can fuck off.
Damn, I've always wanted the approval dupe.
Yeah, dupe. I hope you fucking die alone this Christmas, dupe, you bitch. Go fuck yourself. Fuck
this
Mufasa.
channel. F this channel for celebrating the failure of a shitty movie.
Fuck Mufasa. Fuck Disney. Fuck The Lion King 2019. Fuck the entire studio and the people behind it. They hate you. They hate the IP. They hate your guts. And they're proving that right now. And they lied about the success of the movie. They fucking lied about it. But Tobias, hopefully you get to feeling better, brother. In all seriousness, all bullshit aside, we hope you get to feeling better. And I know how it is to be in that coughing phase of whatever the sickness is that you have. It sucks. It absolutely sucks. So sorry to hear that, brother. Not that alt-right guy says, Merry Christmas, Geeks and Gamers. Thanks for the good content. A year of good content. Here's to a great 2025. Jeremy is a big. Thank you so much, brother, for 30. I don't know if it's a 20, but it's 30. Davis Marsh says, Merry Christmas.
Did you react to, you were streaming reacting to the Trump AmFest speech, right?
Correct.
How'd that go?
Went good. Why?
Well, I was supposed to be there. I'd been planning on being at AmFest.
Me and you talked about, you asked me if I wanted to go a while back, and I was like, it's too close to Christmas. It's probably too hard to pull that one off.
Yeah, because they invited me out there, and that was my whole plan. Then my stuff got had to recalibrate, and stuff got thrown a little out of schedule, so I wasn't able to go, unfortunately. But yeah, I imagine the energy there was fucking insane.
Okay, so that's what you're asking me. Like, yeah, so do they had like a WWE WrestleMania style intro package for Trump? It was absolutely insane. The energy just overall with AmFest was crazy. They had a ton of high profile speakers, and it looked like Charlie Kirk did a fantastic job. I mean, he just continues to do really good work. And yeah, man, you should go back and at least watch the introduction for Trump. It was insane, dude. It was like WrestleMania style intro for him. And what the thing I'll say about Trump, the thing I noticed most is that he, because obviously I covered all of his rallies leading up to the election, and it was clear the dude was just like burning himself out. You know what I mean?
He sounded tired.
Yeah. He looked super, super like energetic, refreshed, and relaxed compared to what I'd saw from him in those rallies.
He's been able to chill out a little bit.
Yeah. So he did look like he's gotten a lot of rest and really ready to take over here in a month. So I was happy to see that. So, we got Davis Mart says, my Merry Christmas to the fellowship, and Sonic was awesome. My kid loved it. And let's see, you love the Alien movie, you should buy the Aliens documentary expanded. It's 6 hours if you love the Alien movie. Yeah, Sonic 3, we're going to talk about that here. And thank you, Davis Mart. I'm glad your kid loved it. It's a family, it's a movie for the whole family. It's a movie for the whole family. It's a trilogy. It's the best of the trilogy, in my opinion. Kind of by far. I mean, I haven't seen Sonic 1 or 2 in a while. I prefer Sonic 1 to Sonic 2, just like you did, Ryan. But 3, the trilogy, definitely, this is the best movie in the trilogy up to date. So
there wasn't a whole lot of fucking around. you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they did not spend too much time about, this peaceful little life with this family. Like there was not a ton of that. It was pretty much boom, straight in the action. I did the first little bit you get of him and I don't even remember the fucker's name, Donut King, like talking. I felt like he was saying bud at the end of every single sentence. It was just like overly, he's like, oh, come on, bud. It's okay, bud. Got it right here in your heart, bud. Like, it's a little fucking cringe. But then we got into the animal fighting stuff, which was good. But they, obviously they brought all that back, and the people that were involved for the most part, I thought that it was limited and they did it well and it was meaningful. So yeah, I liked it. Obviously the third act goes kind of crazy with the huge, like crazy fights, and then the inevitable team up. It was very predictable. Right?
I'm glad that we got less humans in this one. you know, and that was the key. You know, we're not going to see, you know, James.
I don't need to see a Tyler Perry wedding. Like,
Yeah,
I didn't need to see that shit. It just wasted 20 minutes of the plot. It wasn't funny. It didn't add anything to the movie at all. So I was glad we didn't have that.
Yeah, absolutely. Cole Hauser says, Merry Christmas, Jeremy and Ryan. Jeremy saw Interstellar in IMAX. Was fantastic. Never seen it in theater before. The only way to see it, praise Ara. There's really, I mean, it really is something else, man. Seeing it in 70 millimeter IMAX, I'll never forget that. I wish it would return. You know, I was looking up last night. Interstellar is the 7th most reviewed movie on IMDb. Like in terms of number of reviews.
That's a lot.
It's the number 7th. And no one has 3 in the top 7. The most reviewed movies on IMDb. It's absolutely insane. Of course, Shawshank Redemption is number 1, which shouldn't shock anyone. I think that's probably the most viewed like major movie ever because it was on TNT or TBS every fucking week. You remember that back in the day? Shawshank Redemption was on TV every single week. Yeah. And it's such a great film. You know what I mean? So everybody's seen it. Everybody's has had access to it. But let's jump into some of these topics, Ryan.
Yeah, there we go. My freaking Chrome froze for a second there. But I do. You know what I'm really missing is I'm missing my Meta PC right now. So my Chrome was freezing. That never happens to me on my Meta PC. Go check out Meta PC. Use the link in the description below.
Hail Meta PC. Also, Carolyn says, Jeremy, do you have a PO box? I found the perfect gift for you. What's up, Kara? It's in the description. I'm pretty sure. If it's not, I can get it to you. But it should be in the description. Jeremy fixes mic volume. Listen, man, I have no idea what the fuck's happening with like OBS. Like, I don't know if you guys are trolling me on my mic volume last night. I have no idea. So
it sounds perfectly fine, other than when you maybe turn away from it, or like the same thing. Anything's going to happen with these mics.
Yeah,
but
okay,
sounds fine to me. But what the fuck?
I think when I'm playing games, I'm probably not as focused on talking directly into the mic. I think that's one of the problems.
Yeah, I do the same thing. All right, we got to talk about Sonic and Mufasa. We'd known for a long time that over Christmas, the weekend before Christmas, both Sonic and Mufasa were going to release. They were going to go head-to-head. And even early on, it looked like Sonic might edge it out domestically, which would be a pretty big win in general. Mufasa is the follow-up to a $1.6 billion movie in The Lion King, which I know you're not a fan of, Jeremy. I'm not a fan of it, but it went on to make a shit ton of money. And the idea that little old Sonic 3, with about half the budget of Mufasa, was going to potentially compete and even beat it on opening weekend was pretty interesting. I don't think we thought it was going to be this bad for Mufasa, but it absolutely is. This was the predictions the week before, a couple days before it released. Sonic the Hedgehog will outrun Mufasa stateside, but the line will roar to a $180 million global opening. Didn't exactly work out that way for Mufasa. Box office, Sonic 3 speeds to $62 million debut. Mufasa gets trampled with $35 million. Now, we thought it was going to be like a $60 million to a $50 million opening. A $35 million opening for Mufasa. Keep in mind, the first one opened to $190 million plus domestically.
Woo!
You're looking at less than a fifth of what that first one opened to. And internationally, where they thought they were going to have much better numbers too, wasn't very impressive for them there either. They thought it was going to be a $180 million global opening. It comes in at 120. Now, Sonic is not released internationally yet. They're not releasing internationally till this week in those other markets, so they don't have any international numbers we can compare to. But domestically, they are getting blown the fuck out. Certainly a lot of competition, though. Sonic did not open as high as Sonic 2 did. It had about 500 fewer theaters and obviously a lot more competition than Sonic 2 opened up to. Impressive numbers nonetheless, but Mufasa, this is miserable numbers for them. Now you are potentially looking at something that could flop if it tracks the same way and doesn't have fantastic holds and doesn't speed up over the Christmas holidays, because this movie needs to hit $600 million just to break even at a minimum.
and this is vindication for me and for a lot of people that saw that first Lion King movie and hated it so much. But of course, it made $1.6 billion. How can you argue with something that makes that much fucking money? This just shows you that people truly did hate that movie. No one walked away from that movie going, I need to see more of this. It obviously operated off nostalgia and a huge marketing campaign. And people went to see it in huge numbers. But now you're seeing, like, this is one of the bigger drop-offs we've seen. And what do you think, what do you think the true drop-off could be? Because this thing hit less than 500 million worldwide. Like,
I don't know about that. Like, Christmas is going to tell us a lot. Like, people go to the holidays. Like, there's usually a boost over Christmas Eve, Christmas, after Christmas. There's usually a boost in the box office on those days. So that's going to be a big indicator as well as what happens. And then I think maybe the next week after that is when we really start to see what the legs for both of these movies will be. But concerning is that international number, the fact that they were so soft internationally as well, because The Lion King made $1 billion just internationally. It had massive domestic numbers. It had huge international numbers. And overall, I would not be surprised to see it out-earn Sonic in terms of the international box office in general. These Sonic movies have never had a very big split. It's usually about the same, like 200 million domestic, 200 million international for something like Sonic. But I'll be interested to see what it does, how it holds. I think the reception of this is better than probably any of the other ones we've seen. We'll see what the international market does with Sonic. But people right now are roasting Disney for this because this is a huge disappointment for them. They thought this is going to be easy fucking money. Just ride on this Lion King IP, come out with this bullshit, $200 million on this, $100 million for marketing. No problem. We'll make a fuck ton of money. And now they might be rethinking that. And this tweet in general is getting destroyed. Walt Disney Studios, the #1 movie in the world, is hilarious and will take you on an epic adventure. Get tickets for Mufasa the Lion King, now playing only in theaters. This is ratioed, and I've seen some community notes kind of come and go on this as well. But the reason it's getting ratioed is because after getting demolished by Sonic, they're going out and claiming, and they are technically right, it's the #1 movie in the world because Sonic didn't open internationally yet.
That's it.
That's the reason, right? You're writing on that because Sonic crushed you where it opened domestically. You opened internationally. Sonic didn't. And look at what they're doing, Jeremy. I know you always worry when I go to hidden replies. I've checked.
They're hiding this. I haven't seen this.
You haven't seen this?
No, I haven't seen the hidden replies.
Bro, they are hiding almost anything related to Sonic, and they're getting ratioed.
What?
Like, this was hidden when it was like 500 likes, by the way.
Holy.
How can we watch Mufasa when Sonic 3 exists? I don't care. Shut the fuck up, Mickey. Bow your heads low. All hail Shadow. Fuck off, Sonic. Another Shadow gif they hid. Oh, come on. Another soulless live action using a story that probably conflicts with the original. My money has already belongs to Paramount. Right? Like, they're getting destroyed by Sonic memes and Shadow memes, and they're hiding them. Like, think of how sensitive they are that they're hiding these because they know it's it's such like a bullshit thing to tweet out. It is true. Like, there's nothing factually inaccurate. It is the #1 movie in the world, but it is also the #1 movie in the world in an embarrassing way where they didn't even compete with the thing that's crushing them where they did compete together.
Yeah. This is again. This is why the hidden replies section. All you're doing is compiling all the best comments essentially on a post. When you do something like this, but the fact that Walt Disney Studios with their gold check mark is hiding replies from Sonic fans talking about Sonic kicked your ass is freaking hilarious, man. I can't believe that. So this has a total of how many likes on the post?
3.8.
So 3. Yeah,
and 4.3 thousand comments.
And then you saw the top Sonic comment there had 4 4,400, I think. Yeah. So
Yeah. Like these, I mean, the reason they hit him is so they wouldn't get even more ratioed, right? That's part of it as well. Like all of these were ratioing them at one point in time.
And I got news for you, Disney. You probably aren't prepared for the Sonic fandom because they are fucking wild. Okay,
they're a little weird.
They are not going. They are going to make your life hell for the next few weeks for sure. And if you start hiding their comments, if you keep hiding their comments, they're going to make it even worse for you because the Sonic fandom is very, very vocal and very much is not going to back down at all. They're going to have a damn good time with this one. And yeah, this is going to be fun to watch. So this is the one that originally had the community note on it. I guess they've removed it because, like you said, factually, it is the #1 movie. You know, even though like domestically it got destroyed.
Yeah, like this is a true statement. Now, I don't know if it's hilarious or an epic adventure, right? Those are quotes from very hand-picked, cherry-picked quotes. Like I could write a negative review and be like, Mufasa is hilarious in how fucking terrible it is, right? I could say something like that. It's critics are calling it hilarious or groundbreaking, you know, things like this. But this is technically a true statement. It does require some additional context, and that's why people are giving them that context, and that's why they're getting annihilated right now. Now, what will happen? We'll see. I talked about it before when we talked about in the lead up to this, right? These movies are vastly different in terms of what they need to succeed. I think Sonic has a budget somewhere around $110 million range, a little bigger than the 80 or yeah, maybe. So a little bigger than the 90 million some of the previous ones were. But if both these movies make $500 million, that's solid. I think that Paramount would be happy if Sonic 3 makes $500 million. It would be a nightmare scenario for Disney. Both these can make $600 million. It would be a huge, massive success for Paramount. And for Disney, it would be a brutal disappointment and embarrassing.
Yeah, and I mean, if you've went to see Sonic, like Sonic 3 is just everything you want in a movie. It's not trying to be anything other than what it is. It's not trying to do anything. It's a straightforward, family-friendly video game adaptation, and that's it. It's not like we're not talking about one of the greatest films ever made or some shit like that. But if you're a Sonic fan, but if you're a Sonic fan, this is literally everything you could have wanted from not only this movie, but the entire franchise, generally speaking. But it knows what it is. It has a ton of self-awareness, and it owns that self-awareness, which is exactly what every movie should be, is not trying to be something you're not. And that's what this movie's being versus again, I'm not going to see the Mufasa. I'm just happy that because of the previous Lion King movie 2019, which is one of the biggest pieces of shit I've ever seen, I'm glad that Mufasa is essentially suffering because of how bad that movie was and how badly received that movie was. Plus, you're literally telling a story no one was asking to hear in Mufasa the Lion King with the prequel to the Lion King and apparently changing up a lot of the pre-established stuff within the universe. So this is a perfect example of everything that Hollywood has done for the last decade versus the things they should be doing in Sonic 3.
Yeah, and we'll see. And obviously, they already announced before this movie released that Sonic 4 is in the works. If you watch the movie and stayed for the end credits, you understand why.
Multiple end credit scenes, by the way. If you do go out and see it, it's got multiple end credit scenes.
Well, there's a mid credits and an end credits.
Right.
So yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, both of them are necessary, I suppose. But
yep.
Yeah, I mean, very, very similar to the way the second one ended, with the kind of crazy, big, massive fight at the end, and then some additional things in the credits that could get you hyped for the next one.
And I would say, I haven't talked to you about this, I don't think, but like, do you prefer this Sonic movie over the Mario movie? I do. And don't get me wrong, I like the Mario movie. I think there was a perception that it was like one of my favorite movies. Like the Mario movie was good.
I don't love either of them. Mostly because I'm obviously out of the age group that is the target demographic for the movies. Like, yeah, very clearly. But you know, I like both of them fine. I've probably seen the Mario movie a fucking 100 times. So it's tough for me to understand if I'm tired of it or fucking not, or if I fucking like it anymore or not. But I did like Sonic 3. It was fun. I think the like the action set pieces and stuff like that are obviously far cooler in this than they are in the Mario movie.
Yeah.
But I think a better comparison would be the first Sonic and the first Mario. Because
Yeah.
like Sonic 3, like we had the advantage of not needing to do any of the world building and not need to be introduced. Like you just get to jump right into the fucking action with the characters that you already know and shit. So it's kind of a different movie comparing this to the Mario movie.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point. I mean, I like the Mario movie. I didn't. It wasn't like I was thinking like Mario could have been like a Toy Story level movie, and it just wasn't even close to that type of quality. But I did enjoy it. I enjoyed it a lot. But man, this one I've seen it twice now, Sonic 3. So I'm a fan. I'm a big fan. The second time was even better, I think. So yeah, I'm glad to see it succeed. I hope it continues to put up big numbers. Video game movies, if they're done the right way, can actually, change the game. This could be the new superhero phase that we're in, but at the same time, if once Hollywood sinks their teeth into you, you never know. But the thing about that makes the Sonic story so great is how it all started and how we started out with that horrifically designed Sonic, and the studio did what no studio does. They listened. Like, oh, wait a minute, you guys are mad. Okay, well, instead of calling you names and instead of dismissing your criticisms, we're actually going to listen, and we're going to go back to the drawing board, which is such a rare thing in Hollywood. In general, like even in big business, it's such a rare thing, but specifically to Hollywood, them listening, going back to the drawing board and redesigning this character, and now look where they're at. Now, if they would have never listened to the fans, you would have never gotten a Sonic 2. And yet here we are heading towards a Sonic 4, all because they listened to the fans. So it's a great story, and it's a great, hopefully, trend that gets set moving forward.
That's true. And hopefully it'll go up against Mufasa's dad, the Lion King or something. 3 years from now, too. Who knows? Maybe we'll get that. Over on the Rumble side, General Duality for $1. Merry Christmas to the 199 family. Hope everyone has a safe and fun Christmas. Thank you, General Duality.
Thank you.
DeBrew that do. Sonic 3 was awesome. Kids loved it. And I felt respected as a fan of Sonic Adventure 2. I've been hearing that's the one they drew some inspiration from.
Yeah, it's like Shadow and all that.
I've never been really into the games and the Sonic games.
I played the first 3 back in the day on Genesis, the classic Sonic games. I never played
I didn't have a Sega growing up. I just played when I was at friend's house or whatever. So that's the only time I got to play with it. And I did watch the cartoon though when I was younger. The Sonic cartoon was fucking awesome. I did watch that shit.
Yeah, man, Sonic back in the day was crazy on the Genesis. So, but yeah, like Sonic Adventure was on the Dreamcast, if I'm not mistaken, right? Am I correct about that? Which again, one of the great systems of all time, very underappreciated.
Blue Shell, draw 4 for 5. To be honest, Jeremy, I'm just glad you can eat Culver's again. Merry Christmas, my dudes.
Culver's is goated, baby.
You couldn't eat it?
I stopped eating it for a while because my fucking cholesterol numbers were high, which is super gay. So I had to eat healthy for a little while.
Yeah, cholesterol don't matter. You're fine.
It's gay.
It's just a made up term.
Shadow
saying for 10. People think the lion is the king of the jungle. Little do they know that base blue hedgehog came in.
That's right.
I don't know how based he is, but he's pretty cool. Ministry of Wrong Thing for 10. Backlash against Black Ops 6 is really heating up. Mudahar and Bellular are even talking about them being caught using AI art several areas of the game, even voice actor work. There's even people quitting over it.
I mean, the only issue I have is that they continue to try to be Fortnite. I don't give a fuck about all the other behind the scenes bullshit as long as it's not affecting the gameplay for me. But when you start trying to be Fortnite and you're clearly not, and there's a reason we play Fortnite because it's Fortnite. I don't play Call of Duty because I wanted to become Fortnite. And in all reality, I'm kind of enjoying Black Ops 6 more than Fortnite at this moment. Fortnite's kind of getting boring to me. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens with it. But like the unicorn fart that they added, did you see that stupid shit?
Yes.
So dumb. Like, what in the fuck are we doing? You know, retarded skins being added. Like, why? You can't even see the skin. It's so weird. So dumb shit
You
like
can
that
see
is,
it on. You can see it when you're done. Well, everyone else can see it, and then you can see
I
it
know.
when you're at the end. But,
No, I know, but still, it's retarded.
All right, where was I? David Smart, Ryan's face when his friend couldn't change the flat tire was so funny. My friend?
Yeah, your friend, your buddy. That was your buddy. The guy's tire that we had to change.
That wasn't my buddy. Cole Hauser for 5. Greatest Christmas show, Cobra Claws. Are you coming to or Cobra Claws are coming to town? Jeremy knows. Ryan, you need to watch it. 199 Yo Joe, praise Allah.
Dude, they run G.I. Joe cartoons on the Hasbro channel. Like, well, are they still doing that 24/7? I don't know. Look that up for me. But you know what annoys me is tell me this. Answer this, Ryan. Why is it that they don't allow, like, I guess when it's YouTube Kids, they don't allow it to go in the mini player?
Correct.
Why is that?
I don't really know.
What's the logic behind that? I'm really not understanding that one at all.
I'm not 100% sure. I don't know why that is.
Yeah.
But yeah, when it comes to G.I. Joe, to channel my inner Harrison Ford,
I don't care. I don't care.
But thank you, Cole Hauser. Chris Coran, is Ryan in a hostage situation for Christmas? No, I'm not. Not in a hostage situation. I should be back with my normal stuff tonight or tomorrow. John Ambler for 10. Merry Christmas to Jeremy, Ryan, and chat. Thank you, John.
Thank you, John. John, that was a nice super chat. What's going on, man? Everything
Christmas.
okay? Everything okay with John?
He's just feeling nice during the holidays. Josh L, will Turning Point eventually replace the RNC? No, the RNC is an actual like governmental process, right? As opposed to Turning Point. Now, you want to talk about, is it more relevant than fucking CPAC? Probably at this point, yes. But no, the RNC is like an official, it's not, the RNC isn't just some big, rally with a bunch of speakers or whatever. There's actually a reason for it happening and a government process that you're going through there.
Yeah, and I mean, you do have like the next 4 years of the RNC, a different RNC than you've, kind of gotten to know. And hopefully they can rebuild the respect a little bit, with like Michael Watley and Laura Trump being involved, so.
Yeah, well, with the committee, what they're doing in the next couple of years, we won't see one obviously for 4 years. But yes.
Yeah.
Shadow saying EFAP doing a whole stream on the Christmas movie Die Hard was a pleasant surprise. I heard that they were covering. I'm gonna have to go check it out. Shadow saying. You'd think with all the super chats Jeremy gets, he'd get better equipment at this point.
Fuck that.
He's got fine fucking gear, right? It's a good
mic.
Yeah.
You don't really, I have like this super expensive camera that don't fucking work half the time on StreamYards, so.
There you go. Jeremy crawls through a mile of shit to break into his boyfriend's prison. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Jeremy does an opposite Shawshank Redemption. Minister Wrong Thing. Sonic might edge it out. I remember that 4chan post. Oof. Nader's Brick Channel. The Beardshank Redemption. I have no idea why Beardo was straightening bananas and why he has chicken legs. There's a lot of things I don't know. DMAC for 2. Ryan's face reminds me of an elf, a very angry elf. Merry Christmas. War Machine with 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, War Machine. Robert Stevens for $10 doesn't say a damn thing, doesn't upload a profile picture, just gives us $10. Thank you, Robert Stevens. Hope you have a good Christmas. Disney, our movie has Mufasa in it. Paramount, our movie has Live and Learn in it. Disney, oh shit, we're fucked. Thanks, Josh Meister.
Hey, we got Dr. K for $75. Says, Merry Christmas. Thank you for keeping informed on all things geeky. God bless the 199. Thank you. Really
thank you, Dr. K.
Hey, thank you. That's awesome. And Merry Christmas to you as well.
I did confirm he is a doctor, not like a real doctor, but a PhD doctor, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Shout out Dr. K. Where the fuck did I go?
Right
I
here.
hate this
Right here.
mouse.
Oh, right there. That's where you were. Well, I can't
I'm going to
highlight
click it.
There.
Dayoon, Australian 5, Mufasa equals weak cinema. Sonic 3 equals peak cinema.
If
you
know. Peak cinema.
Gotta go fast. Tobias Nexus for 5. You think we normal furs are crazy? We've got nothing on the Sonic fandom. I wish you'd stop using the word normal and fur in the same sentence.
I knew right was gonna get triggered over that one. I knew it.
They are the rabid horde, the oncoming shitstorm. Bunker down and pray. Yeah,
Normal
like
furs.
in my theater, it was a mix of families. Families were probably about 2/3 of it, and then you had a section that was just, you know, people that you'd, look at a little side eyes if they were too close to the playground, dressed all in fucking Sonic gear, man. Like, yeah.
I had so I always I almost always I buy an extra seat when I go to the movies.
It depends what movie I'm going to.
Yeah, because I can't stand for a random motherfucker that I don't know to sit by me. I can't stand it. I hate it. I despise it. So I did have a random Sonic fan sitting next to me. And I didn't know if this person was going to kill me or if they were just going to, like, they seemed very much like happy with all of the moments in the movie, but their laugh sounded like the fucking Joker laugh and fucking Joaquin Phoenix Joker. And I'm like, bro, I was getting ready, man. I was sizing them up. I'm like, I'm just kind of side eyeing, like they got something in their bag.
Jay
Like,
to change spots with you.
Yeah.
Hey, will you sit by this guy? You won't be as bothered by it as I will.
It was freaking me out, man. I'm like, what is gonna happen right now?
Usually what I do, like, if it's going to be like fairly crowded, I'll probably buy 2. Usually what I do if it's not, because most movies you go to nowadays just aren't fucking crowded. They aren't. But usually I will strategically buy one that I'm almost positive no one else is gonna fucking buy, right?
Yeah.
Like the one that'll be next to me, like I'll make sure I'm on the end, and the one that'll be next to me, nobody's gonna buy that one. You'd be a fucking weirdo if you bought that one. Like that's usually my strategy.
Yeah.
Please live react to the trailer for Robert De Niro's limited series 0 Day. It's a massive jab at Trump. It's embarrassing to watch.
Really?
0 Day. 0 Day.
Heard about that.
Hi, Kira for 5. Attention, Sonic 2 Adventure fans. Sonic 3 will give you everything you want plus 1. 10 of 10 from me. Nice when creators like the IP they're adapting.
It is a very nice thing. It's a very nice thing. You can see it. You can see that they appreciate it.
Shadow Saiyan for 5. We bullied Paramount into a Sonic trilogy.
Well done, fans. Well done.
Bullying works. Animated Andy for 6. I'm tempted to go see Sonic 3, but if I hear someone screaming because of someone cameo at the end, I'm tempted to yell, simp.
You'll enjoy it, Animated Andy. You'll enjoy it.
Butter Biscuit. You guys completely overlooked the fact that Sonic had no special screenings, no IMAX, no 3D, all taken by Mufasa, which makes the spanking even worse.
That's a really good point.
Yeah, so all the premium, well, almost all of the premium format screens went to Mufasa.
That is very true.
And I bet the theaters are fucking kicking themselves because they like, honestly, as it goes on, that's probably going to be the worst place to have those things. You're probably going to want more for Sonic. You're probably going to want even more for fucking Wicked at the end of the day. There's probably going to be more of a demand for that, for those premium things, than there is going to be from Mufasa, based on what we've seen.
I wonder, how does the decision go? Is it just based on what their expectations are? I mean, I'm sure they have some contractual obligations.
Sometimes they have contractual obligations, and then I think it's up to their discretion after a certain point. But I mean, you remember all the shit about Tom Cruise for Mission Impossible
and Oppenheimer
7 between Oppenheimer, because he wanted some of those premium screens, and they said no. They fucking had, now one, they're obviously really friendly with fucking Chris Nolan in general, and I think there was also a contractual thing.
Yeah,
and that pissed Tom Cruise off.
Yeah,
probably should have moved the release date.
I think there was some ego involved with that.
I think so too, because I think for Tom Cruise, after Top Gun Maverick, and like resurrecting cinemas and shit. I think he thought that they would fucking work with him on that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I said, no, get fucked.
And then I think once that, I think that when the ego stuff comes into play, where he was like, okay, fine, then we're just gonna kick your ass, and make you regret it, and that didn't really happen. But I don't necessarily think it was Oppenheimer that did him in. It was just there was so much. Sound of Freedom, I think, probably had more of an impact.
I think the audience for Sound of Freedom is the overlapping audience that would normally go for a Tom Cruise movie in general.
Yeah.
It's still hard to believe that movie made so much fucking money, dude.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Talking about Sound of Freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah. The momentum just continued to build and build and build. It was absolutely fantastic. And the fact that Hollywood didn't even mention it, didn't get any real recognition for it.
I want to go see Homestead. I think that released this weekend too. That's an Angel Studios production. That looks good.
Somebody has sent a super chat about it. I wasn't aware of it. Then I saw it. I saw like the previews for it. So
it looks solid. I want to go see it. So
absolutely.
Ministerial wrong thing, not to run the mood, but the CGI team largely got laid off after the Sonic rework. So it's not entirely a feel-good story. Just saying. Whatever.
But what are you talking about? The trilogy?
I think it means after the Sonic, after the initial thing, the backlash to how he looked came out and they changed it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he's saying. He's saying the CGI team largely got laid off after the Sonic rework.
The original one that made the bad design?
I don't fucking know. I don't know all the context, but even if I did know all the context, I wouldn't care too much.
I mean,
they'll land on their feet.
Yeah. I mean, ultimately, I need the details to have a real opinion on it.
Wrongful Rage for 10. It's truly rare to have my company to listen to criticisms from their customers. Keep up the good work, Jeremy and Ryan. Also, Merry Christmas to you and your families.
Thank you.
Thank you. Wrongful Rage. Golden Nugget says, Happy Christmas. Happy Christmas, Golden Nuggets. That's how fucking British people say it. Zodlander for Swedish 100. I wish a Merry Christmas to the 199 crew. Shad and the Night's Watch, Film Threat and FNT. Give me the truth and give it to me raw. Hope you have a happy new year. Now I'm off to play Marvel Rivals.
Hell yeah. Thank you.
Zodlander. Merry Christmas.
And I know that I don't know the exact schedule yet, but I know that we're going to be live every day this week on daily. And then I don't know about Tuesday night's main event. Like, it's happening. I don't know in what capacity it's happening, but I will be live. I don't know if anybody, I think Beardo might be joining me. But so we're going to have streams all week, and and I think I'm doing a Cobra Cast on Christmas Day too. So
we just got a 50 from John Galt. $50. Merry Christmas to you and yours, guys. Same to chat and those who haven't supported you much, have supported you much. Needed message in a crucial moment in history. God bless all. Well, thank you, John Galt. Merry Christmas to you. Thank you for the super chat.
And that's one of the I whether we're gonna do a gaming stream or whatever. I know that there'll be a lot of a lot of people are going to be bored for different reasons on Christmas Day, so we'll be doing streams and having fun. So
speaking of having fun, who's not having fun? Naughty Dog.
Fuck Naughty Dog.
Fuck Naughty Dog indeed.
Forever.
And after the controversial release of The Last of Us Part 2, people have been wondering for a while, what is Naughty Dog going to do next, other than just re-releasing the same games over and over and over again and lying to their entire fan base about Last of Us multiplayer, which Neil Druckmann directly lied to customers time and time again about. That ended up getting canceled. But they finally revealed Neil Druckmann's magnum opus, Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet, and it immediately got completely and totally roasted by the internet. You could see the reactions with the new protagonist getting the Neil Druckmann female treatment right here. Almost 250,000 dislikes to 96,000 likes. And on Naughty Dog's own channel, it was so bad they refused to turn the comments on. Comments turned off like the bitches that they are. 163,000 to 67,000 likes. Well, Jeremy, we knew this story was, going to get more interesting, but I thought it'd take a while because this game's not going to be released for years and years and years. And we don't have a time frame on when this is actually coming out. But recently, the actress did, say something interesting about Neil Druckmann. Actress Tati Gabriel, grateful to work with video game god Neil Druckmann on Intergalactic PS5. Yes, the video game god Neil Druckmann, who has never done anything original, has only taken things and other IPs that other people have started and made popular and then used those things. Whether it's Bruce Straley with Last of Us, whether it's Amy Hennig, right? Then force them out of the company and take over. Video game god.
This has strong Harvey Weinstein vibes when Meryl Streep called him God. Remember that? Yeah, you remember that? Yeah, Meryl Streep called Harvey Weinstein God at an award show or something like that. I think she did it multiple times. So no, Neil Druckmann is not a video game god, and you don't need to call him a video game god if he really is a video game god, because his work speaks for itself. Miyamoto doesn't get called video game god. We just already know that he is. We don't need to tell him. We don't need to call him that because his work speaks for itself. Fuck Neil Druckmann. Neil Druckmann's a piece of shit, a beta male, and this is why we've seen Naughty Dog go the direction they've gone, because of his social justice propaganda bullshit, and nobody actually likes him.
Yeah, and again, this is going to be the first thing we see that's him, right? That is not something that he's, generating goodwill off an IP that he had nothing to do with creating, right? This is going to be the first thing, and we'll see how it goes. But Tati Gabriel, the actress who plays this character that has received so much backlash, had decided to step into the fray. And why not start off with slamming gamers and attacking gamers? Now, this meme was created by somebody and was going around in the aftermath of that, right? You have Siri and Jordan, the character from Naughty Dog's game. Fragile masculinity, 100% incel tears. So DEI-licious. Tati Gabriel decided to share that meme with the caption, "You mad, bro?" on her Instagram stories. So the very people that need to support your game, right? That need to support your game if you want it to be successful, you have already started off right now with attacking them and slamming them.
Mm-hmm.
Now, have there been things said about this game that are brutal based on people's reaction to the trailer? Yes, there absolutely have been. It's been getting roasted in a pretty big way. However, you need these people. You need to win over these people and convince them to buy your games. And your first real interaction is to start off with attacking them and slamming them. Good job, Tati Gabriel. I can't wait. This is such low-hanging fruit for us. It's so fucking easy at this point because retards like you just don't understand it. So great. I look forward to the next several years. of watching the backlash and the controversies about this game.
I can't wait. And let me be clear, okay? I can call a spade a spade. This is probably the most creative thing I've seen from these left-wing lunatics. It's not a bad play on words, but
it's clever. It's clever.
When they have a true passion for their hatred for people, they can actually come up with some very creative things, which I can appreciate, by the way. But the fact is you can't translate that to the actual IPs that you're working on, which shows the problem right here, because you are passionate in your hatred for fans. And you come up with this. I mean, that's whoever made this meme, it's absolutely I think it's pretty on point. So DEI-licious is pretty fucking good. But they hate people. They hate the fans so much that their passion allows them to come up with something creative, which doesn't apply to the games or the movies or the films or whatever that they're working on. So that speaks volumes right there. And I do think these next few years, it's going to be a shit show for Naughty Dog. They are not going to get out of ratio hell. Everything they upload from this video game is going to get crushed. The more that these actresses speak out about things, it's only going to make more negative energy and create more negative energy. So for one, I'm all for it. I hope she continues to talk, and I hope she talks a lot, because we are just in the early phases of this right now. So let's freaking go.
Yeah, I mean, listen. I refrained from talking really anything about her because it was just kind of focused on the trailer, right? Just focused on the trailer and what we saw. I knew who Tati Gabriel was. I'd seen her in a couple things before this, and I also knew she was a pretty big activist. But we hadn't heard anything about that in the promotion for this game or whatever. But now I'm more than willing to talk about it. This is Tati Gabriel.
And as far as with non-binary and transgender, I hope that we just start seeing that the future is here whether we like it or not. We need to not just accept it, but embrace it. Embracing something and seeing not only the beauty of it in it, but the way that it contributes to the world and contributes into the way that anybody of any gender, race, creed, color can form their identity and can walk through the world with pride and their chin up high, like I think is so important for the generation coming behind us. And then as far
this is going to be a fun few years, man. Oh boy.
Yeah. I was aware of this stuff about her. The first time I ever saw this actress was on The 100, which is a CW show. Again, it was a crazy CW show. That's the first place I ever saw her. But I remember her talking about because some fans, the LGBTQ fans, were getting upset because they felt like all the gay characters were just getting killed off. And she had some things to say about that, about listening to those audience members, all these things. But, based on what we saw, we just saw the fucking trailer. That's all we saw. But now she's given us this. Thank you for letting us know who you are, Tati Gabriel. I'm sure this is going to go great for Naughty Dog and great for your game and great for you over the next several years.
Yes, we look forward to many, many more interviews. And that post was deleted, correct? That Instagram post, it was deleted.
It does say it was deleted. I am not 100% sure whether it was deleted or just the time expired.
Yeah.
Some people said deleted, but between the post that said deleted, I saw like a post 20 hours before that said she posted it. So that kind of timeline feels like to me it could have just expired, but not 100% sure whether it's deleted or just reached the 24-hour mark.
Yeah, I encourage mainstream media to continue to interview her a lot over the next 4 years and ask her a lot of specific like gender identity questions and about toxic fans, specifically male toxic fans, white male toxic fans, if you can even work that into it. I look forward to seeing those interviews and look forward to breaking those down because as we've said, it's fuck Naughty Dog forever. And that is the bottom line. It will always be fuck Naughty Dog. If you are not aware of Naughty Dog and what they did to not only this channel, but Ryan's channel and many other people's channel all over The Last of Us Part 2 leaks. So when the story for Last of Us Part 2 started to leak about everything that happened with Abby and Joel, it kind of went crazy on the internet when people started to hear what direction they were taking that. So then a lot of people started talking about it. On this channel, I talked about the leaks on a live stream. I didn't show any imagery whatsoever. I only talked about the leaks. They struck my channel and claimed that I was showing copyrighted material, that hadn't been released or whatever. I never showed anything. I couldn't live stream for 30 days.
It was all false copyright claims. It was illegal abuse of the copyright system to try to silence people because they knew that if people knew what would happen, people wouldn't buy the game. They lied to everybody all the way through the promotion of Last of Us 2 to trick people into thinking it was another adventure with Joel and Ellie. Yes. They changed cutscenes to age up Joel when he was interacting with Ellie to trick you into believing that this was happening during the game, to make you think that it was they literally lied. Like a literal lie in the trailer to convince you that that's what it was, an adventure with Joel and Ellie again, instead of what it actually was.
Yep. And
because they knew that people wouldn't buy the game if they advertised Abby.
Ryan had 2 strikes, 2 active strikes on his channel. And if you have 3 strikes, you lose your channel. Like they take your entire channel down. Ryan had 2 strikes that were pending. We obviously appealed all of these. So every upload Ryan was making, he was uploading, and he was still talking about The Last of Us Part 2, by the way. He wasn't backing down. Every upload, he was like, they're either going to take my fucking channel down or we're going to win this battle. Ryan also got us a strike on the Geeks and Gamers Play channel. So this channel had a strike. Geeks and Gamers Play had a strike. Ryan had 2 strikes on his channel. Az got a strike. Many other people had strikes through all this process. And ultimately, it was all bullshit. And once, so essentially what happens is when you get a copyright strike, you have to go through an appeals process. What does it take? 30 days for the appeals process if they don't respond to it?
Well, not necessarily 30 days. I think that it's like 10 business days or something. I think that's technically essentially what you have to do is say, I am willing to go to court to fight this.
Yes.
You fill out your fucking legal name, address, like all of these things.
Yeah, you have to dox yourself.
Yeah, 100%.
Yep.
And you say, hey, I'm ready to go to court. Are you? And if they don't respond within 10 business days, then it gets dropped.
So we had to get we had attorneys involved. They had to write up the fucking thing, like the counterclaims and all of that and our challenges. It was a whole big mess. This shit cost money. It costed us money to for me, I couldn't stream for 30 days on this channel because they struck a stream. And it was all bullshit. And I even showed the stream. I was like, I've literally not shown anything in this stream, and they still struck me just for talking about it. Fucking bullshit. But anyway, that's the kind of the story about. That's why we always say fuck Naughty Dog. It's always fuck Naughty Dog. And
those
on
are
top
the
of
most
that,
shirts I've ever sold. My fuck Naughty Dog merch.
Hell yeah. And my Twitter account was taken down for almost 2 years. All because I kept sharing the Big Papa Pump Abby meme. And they kept taking it down. So I'm sure most of you know who Scott Steiner is. Big Papa Pump is your hookup, holler if you hear me. And so the image of Abby, they basically put Scott Steiner's head on Abby in that scene where she was killing Joel, but all you saw was her holding the golf club, and it had Big Papa Pump's head on there. And so I kept posting that, and I'm like, Big Abby Pump is your hookup, holler if you hear me. And they kept taking it down. So I kept reposting it. I think I reposted it 30 times because they kept taking it down. And then finally, they suspended my Twitter account, and I appealed it. This was under Jack Dorsey's Twitter, by the way. And they just denied it. They kept denying it, and to the point where I never could access my Twitter account. Then Elon bought Twitter. And as soon as Elon bought Twitter, I put in a appeal. Boom, got my account back immediately. So fuck Naughty Dog forever.
Heart and Soul, member for 10 months. Jeremy, Bryce Young's improving. My Panthers may not need to draft a quarterback.
Bryce is a good quarterback. The Panthers are a terrible organization, so they think there's a lot of work around it. Bryce is a really
him
good
getting benched actually helped.
It probably did
just for a couple days. I mean, he is playing better. He had his first multiple touchdown with no interception game in a year and a half. So there you go.
I will say Dalton probably taught him a lot too. So
yeah, 100%. I think it was good for him to be in a room with him.
Yep,
100%.
Absolutely.
Just about normal stuff about how to prepare.
Mm-hmm.
Freddie Delgado, Feliz Navidad. Cabrones, hail the 199.
Hail.
Thanks, Freddie. You're right, Jeremy. How could I forget? In the spirit of Christmas, you look super gay today. That's more like it, John. Corn Boy with a super sticker. Thanks, Corn Boy. Raven Black Sparrow plays for 2. Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas, Raven.
Thank you.
Vexer for $20. Not anything to add. I'm going to assume that's a Merry Christmas message, though. Thank you, Vexer, for the $20 super chat. Damn. Great gaming stream last night, says Axel.
Man, it was honestly, it was a lot of fun. Just the 1v1 aspect brought so much. It was so good to play 1v1 on Nuketown. It really was. And the chat loved it. It was awesome. I have to do it again soon.
The Raven and Writing Desk for 2. God bless the United States. 199. God bless us, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. Darth Gavel. Merry Christmas, G&G fam. Merry Christmas. Daz Tipples for 2. Ryan, Freecon win. Merry Christmas to the 199.
No time soon.
Anytime soon. We do have a chat over on Locals from Christian Rocker. Jeremy, you need to watch 8-Bit Christmas. Captures what it's like wanting a Super Nintendo as a kid. Also, let's try to get Wicked Virtue on Party Animals stream. She mentioned in Jay's chat she has, but hasn't played it. Merry Christmas, everyone.
8-Bit
Thank
Christmas.
You, Christian.
I have to check that out.
The Brew That Do. Sonic 3. Did I already say this one? Sonic 3 was awesome. I think I did say that one. Sonic 3 was awesome. Kids loved it. Hell yes. Switzerland Play It. Happy pre-Kwanzaa to all my 199. All my 199s out here. Thank you, Switzerland Play It. Appreciate it. Ryan going to Free Congress dressed as Sonic or Tails. Is Shadow better? Pull it. I feel like I would go as Shadow if I had a choice of all.
Ryan
those.
would 100% go as Shadow. 100%.
Like, yeah, I would probably. That makes more sense for me.
Yeah.
Choose violence. Saw Craven in a 250-seat IMAX. Only 3 people in the theater. Me, the person I was with, and some lone guy. Weirdo sat right behind us.
It's so fucking accurate.
Behind you is way better than next to you, though. That is funny, though.
That big ass theater, he goes, sits right behind you. You're like, fuck.
Double hawk for 2. Bah humbug, motherfuckers.
That would freak me out, honestly. If it's just me, my friend, and one rando, and he sits directly behind us, I would actually be very I would be self-conscious. Like, what the hell's he doing back there? What the hell's going on?
I wouldn't care. Bell Life Dan, my favorite Christmas movie, It's a Wonderful Life, isn't questioned as a Christmas movie, despite the only Christmas connection is the climax and nothing else. Takes place during, but not about Christmas. Thank you, Doll Life Dan. We don't have time for a Christmas debate, but yes, there are a lot of examples like that. Thank you, Doll Life Dan. Double hawk for 2. Bah humbug, motherfuckers. Zodlander, if they did a bad job and got fired, my little violin is silent for them. I don't know the full story about it, so it's tough to tell. Infinity Flare. As pleased as I am to see Sonic doing so well in theaters, there's a dark side of the success. The proliferation and emboldening of furries. Be ever vigilant, my brothers, and hail Space King.
Ryan shares your concern.
I am worried.
Ryan shares your concern.
Joe Musashi for 5. This is the same actress who's played Jade in the upcoming sequel to that horrible Mortal Kombat 2021 film, passing on that game and film. You know, she was also in the Uncharted movie, right? Naughty Dog, Uncharted. She's also going to be in Last of Us, this next season of Last of Us. So maybe she is fucking Neil Druckmann. I don't know. Super Vask 3D. Great name. For 25 American cents. Thank you, Dan.
I love how disgusted you sounded when you said that.
I mean, how am I supposed to react to it?
Hey, Park Hoppin is only 5 away from 25,000 subscribers. Look at there.
And it's a hot dog, by the way. Hot dog.
So 25,000. Can we get there before the end of the show? We'll see.
Animated Andy, Merry Christmas to you, Ryan, the Patriot, and Merry Christmas to you, Jeremy, you filthy gay fig animal. Make some more individual vids for the main channel.
Yeah, I probably should do that. I should probably do that.
Ministry of Wrong Think. They literally look more feminine in that picture. Maybe a little bit. Mo Zamboni. What a crazy year it's been. Next year is going to be beyond insane. Merry Christmas to G&G and the 199. Seriously, the best community out there.
Thank you, Mo Zamboni.
Thanks, Mo. Intergalactic's graphics look great. The character acts like a stuck-up bitch. It's not the looks of the character, in my opinion. It's her they beep attitude. Well, the graphics, listen, the graphics that were on display for the cinematic trailer they presented did look really good. It was alleged that we had like that 2 seconds of actual gameplay revealed at the end with no heads-up display or whatever. I don't know how true that is, but we have to see a lot more from it. But we have seen, even The Last of Us 2, the fidelity of what they put out can look pretty phenomenal at times. Like, there's no doubt about that. But when it comes to the story, that's the real question. Bob Starsky for 5. Notice how that fan art of Siri said, and bald bitch made them look attractive. I don't know about that, but maybe. B Chain, LMAO, Gamer Subs has a flavor called Incel Tears. The difference? Gamer Subs is being ironic. This tart is being retarded. Thank you, B Chain. Bottom is Prime. Stop. Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square. Eating ass for 2. Tati effed up and weaponized Ryan's tism. I try to only go after people when I feel like they're deserved it. They did something to deserve it. So we had to wait. Stay-at-home hippo for 10. I vaguely remember the intergalactic actress in Uncharted, and I thought she was the worst thing about that movie. She can't act and is not attractive. Can see why she isn't in a lot of products. Thank you, Stay at Home Hippo. B Chain for 5. They say embrace the gay ideology. They expect applause. Someone says embrace God, and they're called an intolerant bigot. Double standards are fun. Feed Naughty Dog to X-Ray Girl with some hot sauce. That we should have done that during this entire
Absolutely.
Thing. David Smart, how's the weather out there? It's so damn cold in NYC.
It's pretty chilly in Florida right now. At least my area.
Highs of 60. You know,
yeah, it's like mid 50s here in Pensacola. So
Kratos Raptor for 5. She's just another Hollywood loser calling men incels when she will be unwed with no kids with a bunch of cats.
Cat lady.
I think I don't know if she's married or not. I think she might be. I'm not sure. Crimson Raptor, Merry Christmas, G&G. Thanks for all you do. And here's to a successful 2025. Thank you, Crimson. Black Kane. How was Will Smith as Donut King in Sonic 3? I thought he was great. I thought Will Smith really showed up and showed out. He stole the show. So, Bob Starsky. Ryan, did you see DSP ranted his detractors changed the course of civilization because they trolled him? Jeremy's a homosexual. Merry Christmas.
Good old DSP.
I have not seen that DSP rant. No, have not. Tobias, I'll just keep playing Forever Winter from Fun Dog instead of anything by Naughty Dog.
Good call. We are bringing Party Animals back tonight, so that'll be on Geeks Gamers Play. So make sure you're tuned in for that tonight. Just as a heads up, programming alert. But yes, gaming stream happening tonight. It will be Party Animals.
Yellow Flash sends a sticker.
What's up, Flash?
Let's see what this dumb thing is. Fucking for $1. It's a poop emoji. Poop emoji. Only losers put just poop emojis. Flash. Thanks, Flash. Corey Bloomberg for $5 is a proper $1.99, $1.99, $199, $1,990, or $19,900. Red and Gandalf voice. Sorry. Either way, Merry Christmas to you, figs.
Yeah, well, proper would be $199. I would say $1,990 would be a gold standard. And then 19,900 would be elite.
Miraculous. A miraculous 199.
Miraculous? Okay, we can go with that. Miraculous.
What were you gonna say?
Okay. Huh? Elite.
Elite?
Yeah.
It needs a little more pop than that.
Elite 199. Elite 199 pops though. Miraculous 199. That's cool too. It's not bad.
Nothing with
listen.
And it pops.
Once you send it, we can determine. Okay, we can determine what the name.
See what the reaction from chat is.
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
Sir Hat, this is the #1 channel for Christmas gaiety. Probably. Viper Chief's Fedora for $199. Viper Chief's favorite Nintendo movie is Mario 1993. Thank you. The Masked Marvel for 10. My favorite Christmas movies are Die Hard with a Vengeance, Live Free or Die Hard, and A Good Day to Die Hard. That's sarcasm. Die Hard's not a Christmas movie.
Hail. Dude, Die Hard with a Vengeance is such... I haven't seen it in a long time, but I want to watch Die Hard with a Vengeance again.
It's really good.
Yeah.
I
don't know if it holds up,
best,
though.
I think it's the second best Die Hard movie.
I remember when I saw it like originally back in the day, I had it top tier. Like I'm not sure I had it like right there with the first Die Hard movie, but it's been so long since I watched it.
It's very different because it's not contained, right? So he's running all around the city, race against the clock kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But you still have like a really good twist from a really kind of smart intellectual criminal. So it's great. I love it. Let me see. Are we caught up on Rumble? We're caught up on... Yes, I do like the sign. How can you not like the sign in Harlem?
It's great. It's great.
We've all dreamed about that.
Ryan identifies with that.
I do. We've all dreamed of being brave enough to do something like that. But we're all caught up, though, Jeremy.
Yep. And and Mo Zamboni says, hey, everyone, ABF got monetized. LFG. Hell yeah. ABF. Good job, brother. That's awesome, man. You love to see that. So hail Alec Baldwin's finger. So Cobra Cast tonight. Gaming stream tonight over on Geeks Gamers Play. Ryan, what do you got going on?
Not much, just normal stuff. I guess we will be doing Monday Evening Quarterback tonight on Sports Wars, and I'll be streaming on Christmas. My Wednesday stream will be at the normal time, 7 p.m. So
There we go.
yep.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Have a great evening, and we'll talk to all of you later. Say bye, Ryan.
Bye, Ryan.